This is why your business feels invisible online. If you're a local business owner and it feels like nobody's seeing your stuff on social media, like no matter what you post, how often you post, or how many followers you've got, it just feels like you're invisible out there. And I get it. You're definitely not alone. But let me say this. You're not doing anything wrong, and you're definitely not broken. A few months ago, I had a conversation with a local landscaping business owner. He'd been in business for years. He did great work. He was booked solid from word of mouth. But what he said to me surprised me. He said, "Man, I've been posting every week on Instagram for the past couple months, and I haven't got a single client from that." And that stuck with me because he's not a lazy business owner. He's showing up. He cares about his clients. But here's the thing. There's a reason why your content is not landing. And in this video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly what that reason is, and more importantly, what you can do instead, so that you can actually start turning your social media content into real paying clients every single month. And stick around until the end too, because I'm gonna show you a super simple shift that's been a total game changer for not only myself, but for other local businesses that I work with. And it doesn't involve needing to go viral or to post nonstop 24/7. And let me ask you something real quick. If somebody new found your Instagram page today, what do you think they'd see? Would they see content that actually helps them solve a problem they're dealing with? Would they see stories or proof that you've helped other people just like them? Or is it mostly just sales, promotions, one-off discounts, maybe a "we're hiring" post every now and then? I ask this because most local businesses aren't really marketing on social media. They're just kind of announcing stuff. And yeah, there's a big difference. You ever notice how some businesses are always getting leads and new clients from Instagram, while others can't even get a like from someone who actually knows them? Look, it's not random. The businesses that are winning, they see Instagram totally differently. They're not just trying to sell all the time. They're using it to educate their clients, to entertain, and most importantly, to build trust. And that's how you stop being invisible and impossible to ignore. And here's a truth that most people don't even want to say out loud. Nobody, and I mean nobody, wakes up hoping to see an ad from a roofer, or a dentist, or a remodeler, or a pest control company. So if your post sounds something like, "Call now for a free quote," or "Spring special is available now," yeah, that's just gonna get ignored. And it's not because your offer is bad, but because you're interrupting somebody's scroll with something they didn't ask for. And that's not your fault. Most business owners were never taught how to actually use Instagram to market their business. Now imagine this. Instead, you posted something like, "Here's 3 reasons your roof is leaking, even if it looks fine from the street." Or even, "Do you think your allergies are seasonal? Here's how poor air quality in your home might actually be the cause." Totally different there, right? Now, you're actually solving something. You're creating curiosity, and you're not just shouting, "Buy from me." You're saying, "Hey, here's something that might actually help you." And people can feel that difference. That's the kind of content that actually connects with your clients. All right, so here's where things start to click. What if every time that someone saw your content, they thought, "Oh wow, that's exactly what I was wondering about"? That's when the scrolling stops. That's when people actually start paying attention. And that's when you start getting messages daily. Not because you pitched them, but because they actually trust you now. And that's the real goal. It's turning your page into something people actually want to follow, because it makes their life easier, not just yours. Now here's the kicker. You gotta show up consistently, and not just when business is slow, and definitely not just when you have a promo to push, but on a regular basis. Because just like in any relationship, trust builds over time. Think about it like working out. You don't hit the gym one time and expect to have 6-pack abs. You show up even on the days when you don't feel like it, and then over time, the results come. It's the same with your content, the same with sales, and the same with your business. Now let's talk about the piece that brings all of this together. Getting more of the right people to actually see your content. Because let's be honest, what good is great content if nobody sees it? That's where having a proven local ad strategy comes into play. And we don't just run ads to one-off promotions or book now pages. We run one simple local ad to bring more local people to your actual page. And this ad is so simple to set up that your grandma could figure it out in under 10 minutes. Because when they land on a page that's full of content that speaks directly to them, educates them, and builds trust, you don't need to beg for the sale at that point. They're going to be the ones that are reaching out to you on their own because your page and your content already did all the work for you. That's how some businesses have a tiny following and still get consistent clients from their content. It's not magic. It's just a better strategy. You're not just trying to go viral. You're trying to get seen by the right people. And then you're showing them through your content that you're the obvious choice to solve their problems for them. So if this is hitting home with you and you're like, okay, now I get why my content's not working, what do I do next? Here's what I'd recommend. Stop posting like a billboard. Start posting like somebody who knows their stuff and cares about helping their clients. Start creating content around the problems that your customers are already thinking about and run a simple local ad that drives traffic to your page, not just your promotions. And you have to stay consistent. Even when you're busy, even when you think nobody's watching. Lastly, turn your content into a system, an actual marketing funnel that brings people in and moves them closer to becoming your client. Now, if that sounds like a lot to tackle on your own, that's totally fair. You didn't start your business to become a full-time content strategist. That's why I help local businesses just like yours build simple, proven content systems that actually bring in new clients. So if you want help with that, just shoot me a DM on Instagram. We can chat about what's working, what's not, and what would make the biggest difference for your business. And if you want to dive deeper into how we use video and local ads to grow local businesses, just click the first link in the description. It'll break down the full process and show you how to start turning your Instagram into a client-generating machine. Talk soon.